And a good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back. It's Joe from Feel Like Craps. I do feel like craps this afternoon. I hope that you do too. We have some requests from the audience. We're going to continue our craps marathon weekend here. And we're going to do Waylon's DC Builder. I'm going to see how long a $1,000 bankroll will last with this strategy. So, number one, we are not on the pass or the don't pass. So, that's going to go there. Waylon ladders this up in $100 increments. My $1,000 bankroll won't allow for that. So we'll do some laddering as it's needed, but we won't go to those extents. Let's see. Okay, we're going to catch the point first. So dice are out. We have a hard 8 for our point, so that's the point. We're going to get our 10 shooters up here. Just a moment. Okay, our 10 shooters are up. We have a point now. Once that happens, we bite our nails. $100 in the DC. Dice are out. That's a 6 hard. It's 3, 3, 6. That's going to go behind the 6. And now, table minimums on everything else. So, everything other than the DC point. So, we have to do a little dress-up routine here. I think we got too many. There should be 5, so we have to dress the 8 up a touch. Okay, and someone else is shooting the dice, so we're ready. And basically what we're going to do is we're just going to collect everything underneath for 3 hits. If we're allowed to get that far, we've got to die off the table, so that fixes that problem. And we've got an 8, our points hit. So that's going to go back. We'll get a $14 payday off of it. I'm going to we're going to go, we're 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. We're covered. We may as well work the come out. Dice are out. Hard 4 on the come out. That's going to be a point of 4. We'll get 18 for that one. After our 3rd hit, we'll start pressing numbers up. So dice are out. Shooter continues on. 5, 3, 8. Easy 8. There's our 3rd hit. After that, we'll start adding some more money to these numbers. Dice are out. It's a 3-2 fever. $1 for 15. We'll go outside a little bit. Then we'll hit the 8 and the 10 the next pass. Dice are out. 5, 3, 8. There. We'll press everything up, take a little bit more back to the rack, and a couple more hits at the increased value. Dice are out. 5, 3, 8. It's a triple. 5. We've rolled that 8 about 3 times already. That's $18 now, so that's going to be 21 for the win. Dice are out. 6, 3, Nina. $21. Dice are out. Fever 5. 145. And you got it, folks. There's 3 hits. So the next one we have, we'll do a press up. Dice are out. 6, 2, 8. We got enough to go up across on everything, so there's 21. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, everything but 1. We're rolling the insides, so we'll stick with the insides. All right, we're ready. Dice are out. 5, 3, 8. That's a $24 8. It'll pay $28. We'll pay it the long way because I'm going to press the 10 with it. We're going to have to do some trading in. We'll trade this in for 100. We did press the 10. Now everybody's pressed. First shooter continues on. Dice are out. It's a 12. Craps. Boxcars. No bueno. Dice are out. 6, 4, 10, and that's an auto buy. That's a $20 10. We'll trade in a buck. Joe Casino will auto buy it, and we'll get $40. After we satisfy the Vig Police, we gotta give Joe Casino the juice for letting us get true odds on that. Dice are out. Back to back. Easy 10, hard 10. Not that hard to take. That's, I think, 3 hits too, so we're gonna press up again. Dice are out, and that's a 7. 7 out, which is fine. We made some good money. Everything's gonna come down. Our don't pass is DC up here is gonna be good for 100. And that's basically how this strategy works. We're in profit, so there's absolutely no need to ladder anything up right now. Dice are out. We're not even working on the pass line on the come out, so or pass or don't on the come out. So if someone else is shooting the dice, then that's a minus a shooter too. 8's the point. Hard 8. Into the DC for a roll. Dice are out, and that's a fever 5. 3, 2, 5. Now we go back to the table min. Table min on everything else. Dice are out. 6, 1, you're all done, son. That's a .7 out. The joy of that is we're losing 10, 20, 40, 50, $59 and winning 100. So that's the good thing. Thankfully, the 7 came after we rolled the point, so or after we got the DC resolved. That is. Took a shooter down. Here we go. Dice are out. It's a 7 on the come out. 4, 3, 7. We care less. We're not on the line. Either line. 5, 3, 8. Easy 8. That's the 8er from Decatur. Into the DC we go. Dice are out. It's a 4. Easy 4. 3, 1, 4. The ace trade a easy way. And here they come. 628, our point is hit. That's going to be a $14 winner for us. 14 bucks. Back to the rack she goes. The puck goes off, but we stay working. We may as well. We're going to be ahead if we 7 out. So dice are out. That's a 516. 516. It's a mixer. Drop that buck. We'll get 15. What was that? That was a 5-1 mixer, so we got to put the point on a 6. Dice are out. And a 4 tray. Casino payday. Once again, this comes down for a payment. And we're waiting for a point. That is a 7 out, so clear a shooter. Here they come. 3-2 Fever. Mark the 5. We'll trade in, get some more red chips so that we can go across here. We're ready. Dice are out. 6 easy, 6 a mixer. Trade that one in. We'll get 15. Looking for 3 hits, and then we'll start pressing. Here they come. 5, 4, 9, Nina. Just 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, we're back. $14 hit on the 9. And we'll press on this one. 639 Nina. Trade in. We'll go inside for now. Dice are out. Hard 8, Bert and Ernie, 21 bucks. Actually, no. Yeah, 21. And we will finish our press-ups. So we'll press the 4 and 10, take the rest to the rack. Everybody's got some love now. Dice are out. That's the point, 415. We don't... All this and we don't have a DC, huh? We should have had a DC. Not quite sure why we don't. We're going to clear it off because We're running unprotected here. I'm not quite sure why I allowed that to happen, but not a bad thing. A slight faux pas. 538. Point is 8. Now 100 into the DC, and let's see where that gets us. Dice are out. 2 craps. That's going to be a winner. We'll take 100 on the DC for that one. Dice are out. 617. We'll give it right back. I'll take that 100 and put it right back in the bank. That's going to reset the puck, because that's a 7, so we can't be in the don't pass on that. The don't come, rather. Dice are out. 6 easy. 6, a 2x4, laying some lumber. And try again, shooter. Dice are out. 3 craps. That scares me, because you know what usually happens after I win a DC bet. We'll see. Let's see if we can get a point. 10, easy 10. Big Ben, our best friend, going to be our don't point. And now everything else is going to get some lovin'. And we're off to the races. Dice are out. Nina 9 are 1 point away, 1 dot away from disaster. Good for 14 though. Dice are out. 2 craps. Snake eyes. Could care less at this point. Let's roll that 9 again. Why not? Trade in $1 to make you holler. Dice are out. 2 craps. The horn's dream come true. Hard 4. Third hit is a 4. The ballerina, good for $18. Thank you very much. Now we press. Dice are out. Back to back, 4. You know what? Trade in 2, get 20. That way we can cover 4 of these numbers. We'll leave the 6 alone for now. We'll take care of it on the next roll. Dice are out. We won't. That's a 527. All of this can go back to the casino. And we'll take another black chip. Dice are out. We're halfway through the shooters. 6-1 on the come out. That's perfect. Keep doing that, then we don't have anything on the line. 4-1-5, Fever. Back on the 5 for the point. Back on the DC for 100. Here they come. Hard 8. That would be Bert and Ernie. A square pair. Back across. Dress them up, make them look pretty. And away we go. Dice are out. Fever 5, that's a point. We don't care. That's good for 15 though, after we trade in a buck. Continuing on, here they come. 3-2-5, back-to-back 5. Dice are out. 4 tray casino payday. That's on the come out. So everything's going to come down. Doesn't really matter that it's on the come out, but it is. So the shooter count isn't going to go down, but we're going to get 100 for the don't, for the DC. Dice are out. Fresh board. It's a 6, easy 6. 2 by 4 will lay some lumber and go across. Nice, nifty little strategy here. We're going to do some top hats. Actually, we're too early. These are off. I got them all set up. They're going to be off. We're only working the DC. Dice are out. Nina Niner, Wine and Diner. So that's going to go there, and we will, again, we didn't work those place bets because we were a little early getting them up there. They should have come up on this roll, so there they are. Our don't is on the 9, and the dice are out. It's a 4, easy 4, an ace trade, an easy way. Trade in that 2. Now $2 is worth it when we can cover 4 out of the 5, so. And that's an outside number, so we'll hit everything outside first. Hoping that our shooter holds true to form. We'll pump the point a little bit and worry about the 8 on the next roll. Dice are out. 6, 5, yo, 11. No harm, no foul. 6, 5, yo, 11. Back-to-back horn, single the field. And, of course, when those yos hit, you know it's coming. Now, that time, we do lose a shooter. And dice are out, looking for a point. It's a 6 the hard way. 3, 3, 6. The pair of trays, as it is. What do we got? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 2. Here's 55. So we'll get $3 back, and they'll set us up across. From the bank, please. We are all set up, ready to go. Shooter number 6. It's a 4. The easy way, 3, 1, 4. We're going to keep the $18 because we're not pressing up yet. Dice are out. Fever 5 to stay alive. Good for 15 after we trade in a buck. Looking for hit number 3. Dice are out. 6, 4, 10. Big Ben, our best friend. Trade in 2. And again, we've managed to forget about the DC. I'll tell you what. We'll keep that one. We're going to shut those bets off. I keep doing that. We're going to shut those off. I don't know where my off lanyard went, but it is what it is. 100 in the DC, and hopefully we don't regret it. That's a 4. A little delayed in coming, but that's off, so no payment here because we had it off. Now that's right. Here we go. Dice are out. Craps, 12 craps. The box cars. 3 craps. We could have used that a 2 rolls ago. That'd have been good for 100. 639, Nina. Now we'll press everything up. 1 for everybody. I forget if he pressed. I think he pressed after 3 hits, so we'll go with that. Dice are out. It's a 4. We're going to get kicked off the 4. We can afford it for now, so there's no need to ladder up. Shut those bets off for now. 628. That's going to come to the 8. We're going to go to 15 on those. On the 4, dice are out. Here we go. Hard 8, and we get kicked. Keep rolling those numbers. We're going to keep getting kicked. Dice are out. Back on the 8. I don't know if I want the action. We'll hesitantly take it this time. Dice are out. 3-2 fever. That is a $20 5. It'll pay 28. Dice are out. That's a 6. It's a point. That's a 20. 18. That's a $21 winner. We should have pressed that 6 up. We will now. Everything on the board's even. The rest comes back. We'll work the come out. Everything on the board's working. Dice are out. It's an 8, of course. Jesus. Still safe here for now, so we won't do the ladder yet. Dice are out. Fever 5, 415. That's going to be $28. And what do we got here? We got every red gets a white. So that's how that goes. Dice are out. 2 craps. Could have used that in the don't come. 314 on a $15 4 is a $28 winner. A $27 winner, rather. How about 27, not 28? 9 for 5, 27 bucks. Dice are out. 5-2, you're all through. $100. 3 shooters remain. Woo. We're waiting to catch a point. Dice are out. That's a 7. That's not a point. We don't really care, though. We have nothing invested in this roll. 213 craps. Why can't that happen when we're on the DC? There's a 5, 3, 2, 5. We're back on the 5. Mark the 5, and here we go. Dice are out. And of course, we can get screwed. That's a 0.7 out, so we'll donate 100 to the casino. 224, hard 4. We'll try again. Dice are out. That's a 5. At least we got a don't point now. Dice are out. And we did our customary off the table, at least one roll. We'll take the dice back, and here we go. 6, 3, it's a 9, Nina. A buck for 15. Keep 'em coming, shooter. Dice are out. 6, 5, yo, 11. That doesn't get us no money. 6, 5, yo, 11. Hard 10, puppy paws. That's good for 18. Dice are out. Hard 8, puppy paws. Square pair, rather. We'll go inside for now. Dice are out. Mixer 516. That was a 516, thank you. 18 will be 21. We'll press the 4 and 10. And we're clear. Dice are out. Ah, my goodness. Off the table once again. Dice are out. That's better. 314 point. That's a $27 winner. Everything on the table is working. And that's a 7. Come out 7. That'll destroy all of these. But we'll get $100. Our DC is going to come through. That was a come out 7, so the shooter count stays the same. 639. New point is a 9. $100 DC. Here they come. 6, an easy 6. 5-1 mixer. And we're set up and ready to go. Dice are out. 6-2, it's an easy 8. A buck for 3 red chips. Dice are out. Back to back, another version of the easy 8. That's another $15 winner. Fever 5, a 325 to stay alive. $15 for a buck. Dice are out. Hard 10, puppy paws. That's good for $18. We'll trade in 2 to get 20. That way we can get 4 out of 5 covered here. The 10 rolled, so we'll go with that. We'll hold on the 4 for a minute. Hold on the 4 for a minute. Dice are out. That's a yo 11, 6, 5, yo 11. 3, 2, 5 on the pressed up 5. That's going to pay $21. Send it to that 4. Get everybody on even footing now. Dice are out. That's a 9, Nina. The point. So $21. The puck goes off. Our shooter continues on. We're working. That's a 4. Easy 4. Ace trade easy way. We're back on the 4. That's a $15 4. It'll pay $27. Dice are out. Thieva 5, 4, 1, 4, 1, 5. Try that the right way this time. That's 21. Next one we're going to press again. Because I think that's hit number 3. Dice are out. Here we go. Our shooter continues on, and it's a Nina Niner. Wine and Diner, $21. We're going fully outside. We'll worry about the 8 on the next roll. This gets to come back here. Dice are out. Here we go. 3, 2, 5. A little interference there by the buy bet on the 4, but that's a 5. It's got 20. It'll pay 28. We'll toss a little bone to the 8 for $6. Pump them up another unit. We're ready to go. Dice are out, and that's the end of the roll, folks. 6-1, you're all done, son. Our final shooter is upon us here. We get $100 for the DC. And let's see if our final shooter can catch a point. He won't. That's a 6-1-7. Pay the line. Take the don'ts, pay the dues. 6-3-9. Our final shooter's first point is a 9. No, we're not going across yet. No, we're not. We're putting 100 in the DC. And off to the races we go. Dice are out. It's an 8. Easy 8. Dice are out. We're ready. Our DC's ready. That's a 7. That's the end. That's the end, my friend. Not a bad rollout indeed. We get another 100 for that DC. Made us some good money. Let's count them up. We got a stack of black chips here. In fact, we might even be able to get our 1,000 here. 4, 5, 2, 3, 4. There's our $1,000 bankroll. What we started with. There's 300. We got another 500 here. That's going to color up nicely. No. In some alternate reality, yes, that will color up to a green chip, but in regular reality, it only colors up to a red. So there we go. 875.82. $882 on dealing on a Waylon's DC Builder. I was watching the video while working this afternoon for it to try to at least, and I wrote down a couple of the finer points of the strategy. I don't recall precisely if he pressed up and when he pressed up. I decided on after the third hit I was going to give some back to the dice gods so that they were nice to me. And as you can see, most of the time they were. We also had a rash of DCs that came through. And we lost a couple too. But and a couple of 0.7 outs as well. I think we might have had 2 or 3 of them. But it is what it is. If we were down money, we would have gone another 100 into the DC. The DC is supposed to ladder up 100 at a time. I was a little concerned because I only have $1,000 to play with, so I was only going to maybe ladder up by $25 increments, just so I could preserve a little bit. We didn't have to worry about it so much, though. This go around, a nice chunk of change here, almost doubled our bankroll. Thanks to Waylon and thanks to those who suggested the rollout. I have to write your names down in the future, so that way I can give you proper credit. I will do so in the description of this rollout. You'll get the credit that you so richly deserve for encouraging me to roll stuff out. I thank you very much. We take the good, the bad, and the indifferent in the comments. Guys, if it's bad, you're still engaging with the channel, so I really can't complain. That being as it may, remember, not every roll is going to be this good, so whenever we go to the casino, we should never bet with money that we cannot afford to lose. Until the next time, everybody, be well, stay safe. Joe from Feel Like Craps. I always feel like craps. I hope that you do too. May every trip to that casino and to this craps table see those dice gods be forever in your favor.